The way the addition method, or the elimination by addition method works, is given the fact that you have two equations, you can always add them together to make a third equation. For example, you know that 1 equals 1 and 2 equals 2. If you add down, you get another true equation, 3 equals 3. But how can we apply this to help us solve for x and y? Well, we do this by making one of the variables eliminate. For example, if we wanted the x terms to eliminate, if the top one had a value of -9, when we add -9x to positive 9x, they would eliminate. Similarly, if we wanted the y variable to eliminate, if we could make this positive 2y into a positive 8y, when we added them, they would eliminate. But how do we change the values? Well, we do that by multiplying both sides of the equation by the same number. So let's go with our first option and try to eliminate the x variable. To eliminate x, we want to have a -9 here. We do that by multiplying both sides of the equation by -3. So if we multiply the right by -3, we get a -144. And if we multiply the left by -3, which would have to distribute through, we would get -9x minus 6y. Now let's just bring our other equation over. Our other equation is 9x minus 8y equals a -24. Now you can see that if you add down, just like we did previously, the x variables eliminate. So what's left? Well, adding -6y and -8y, we have -14y. And adding -144 and -24, we have a -168. So if we divide both sides of the equation by -14, we've solved for y. And you'll find that y will be equal to 12. But remember, we're still not done because we have to solve the equation for both x and y. So we need to take our value of 12 and substitute it back in to find the value of x. But which equation do we substitute back in? Well, the answer is it doesn't matter. If you substitute in either the first or the second equation, you'll get the right answer for x, and it should be the same. So you might want to practice both and see which one works, or in fact that both give you the same answer. Let's plug 12 into the first equation. Our first equation was 3x plus 2y equals 48. So let's take our value of 12 and plug it in for y. What we get is that 3x plus 2 times 12 has to be equal to 48. So let's finish up the rest of that work. Let's bring it on down. We have 3x plus 24 equals 48. Subtracting 24 from both sides gives us 3x equals 24. Now if we divide both sides of the equation by 3, we'll have our answer for x. We'll find that x equals 8. But again, this itself is not the answer either. It's only part of the answer. If you remember before, we found that y was equal to 12. So there's our answer. And better yet, you can express this as a point. It's the point 8, 12. And again, this would indicate the point where the two lines intersect. And thus it's